Hello and welcome. I'm the Theory Detective, and these lessons will uncover the mystery of music theory. Now, we've talked a lot about scales, but I've mentioned keys a little bit, but I don't think we've really gone over them. So let's go over them now with the major keys. When you use a scale, the scale as the foundation for a particular song, the song might not actually have that whole scale, one note after the other, or stepping like this. The scale, the 8 or 7, I guess, consecutive notes, might not actually appear that way in the song, but the song is still based on that scale. So what we say is the key of. The key being that is from the scale. So if we say the key of C, we know that it's based on the scale of C. If we say the key of G, it's based on the scale of G and therefore has an F sharp. Now the way we do that is instead of adding in a whole bunch of sharps or flats, whatever we need, we actually start out with what we call a key signature. And that's going to be at the very start of the piece. Usually right next to the clef sign, either treble or bass, or whichever clef you happen to be using. In this case, we have no sharps or flats, so we know that it's C major, because C major has no sharps or flats. The scale of C major has no sharps or flats. So therefore the key, and therefore the key signature, has nothing there. Now if we have one sharp, that's our F sharp, I'll put that up here, parentheses, F sharp. We know that that's the key of G major, so I'll put a big G over here. Because the key of G major, or the scale of G major, has one sharp, the F sharp, right up here. Now if we have two sharps, the first one will be F and the second one will be C. So I'm going to put that here, F sharp, and then C sharp. I'm going to fit it in. Really skinny. Now the scale of D major has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. And the F sharp will always be on the top line, and then the C sharp on the space below that. So this would be the key or the scale of D major. Be the key of D major, and the key of D major is based on the scale of D major. This is what it looks like in the bass clef. Down here, no sharps or flats would be C major. One sharp, if you notice, is right in between the two dots, so that's our F line. And right on it, there's our sharp, so it's our F sharp, so that would be G major. And two sharps, F sharp, and then on the space, on bass C, that's the C sharp, so that would be D major. So those are our first three major keys. Our C major with no sharps or flats, our G major with F sharp, and our D major with F sharp and C sharp. Now, about the flat keys. Well, the flat keys also have their own pattern. Just like here, the F has to be above, the F sharp, the sharp on F has to be above the sharp on C. We have a similar pattern for B. And I'll show you what it looks like. 1 second. I'm going to erase all of this so we can actually put that down. Now our B is going to start right on this middle line, the B line. So there's our flat. And then over here we're going to start with the B. There's our flat, and then we're going to go up and have the E. And there's our flat on the E. And in the bass, that's going to look a little bit further down. Here's our flat on the B, and up here, or I should put it over here. here's our flat on the B line. And then up here on the space, there's our flat on the E. So the sharps go up to down, or top to bottom. The flats go bottom to top. We'll eventually see how we make a pattern there. So this gives us two more keys. Our C again has no sharps, no flats, both in the treble clef and the bass clef. But over here, one flat is our F major, and two flats is our B flat major. Again, one flat is our F major, and two flats is our B flat major. You can also double check the flat keys by having the second to last flat. So there's the last flat, and this would be the second to last flat, and that gives us our name, B flat. Our last flat and our second to last flat, and that gives us our name, B flat. So you can do that as well. And as we have more and more flat keys, it will become a more useful tool to remind us. But for now, I think it's easy to just remember no sharps or flats, C major. One flat, B flat, would be for F major. And two flats, B flat, E flat, would be for B flat major. So, take out your flashcards. Go ahead and put C major. And on the back side, C major and the key or key signature, if you like. And on the back side, no sharp or flat. No sharps or flats at all. Next would be our sharp keys, our G major. And its key or key signature, the way the key looks, would be F sharp. And our D major. And the way the key looks is F sharp or C sharp. And C sharp, excuse me, both of them, F sharp and C sharp. And then for our flat keys, they're stuck together. The F major, that has our B flat. And finally, our B flat major, and that has the B flat and the E flat. Go ahead and add those to your practice pile and practice them as much as you can. The more it is, the easier it is to look at something and just immediately identify it. Oh, that's G major. G major scale, G major key, F is always sharped unless it's put in an extra accidental, a natural, to cancel the sharp out. Then reading the songs, reading your scales, learning your scales, memorizing things becomes more and more easy because you see patterns to them. You can recognize, when there's a C chord, you think, oh, that's the tonic chord. That's the one chord. So you know how to get back to it. And so the more you memorize the keys, the scales, the key signatures, all of these things, the easier both music theory becomes and also playing your music becomes. So practice them as much as you can until they do become easy. And as always, have a great day.